All right, here we are with another edition of Unboxing Comic Books. And as you can tell right now, this is my third video this past week. So I'm really enjoying what's on offer right now. As you know, I buy most of my stuff off of eBay, with the exception of maybe one pickup that I did on Whatnot. So let's just dive into the what I got this week. Starting with these three guys, and I'm sorry that I didn't unpack him live on camera as I usually do, just because I couldn't resist. This came in a couple of nights ago, and that's the only box that I got, so I figured, all right, I'm not going to make a video just for that, so I'll just share it with you with the other boxes I'm going to open up in a second. So what this is I don't do a lot of auctions on eBay, but this one time I was just going through my feed and I was seeing what was on offer. And there's nothing too special over here. Well, you'll be the judge, but these are all modern books, but there were just, I couldn't resist because the price was very, very cheap. So starting with this guy, first and foremost, this is Amazing Spider-Man, number 25, 9/8, Ron Lim. I love Ron's work. He was one of the guys that I followed back in the 80s when I used to be really, really into Art Adams, and he was one of the guys that, one of the first guys, I'll give him credit, to actually recognize art as a tremendous force in the field. And he started to, I wouldn't say copy, but I mean, like, he did definitely mimic his style. He had a series called X Mutants, so you should look it up if you're out there. They came out, and I collected all of them, and that was actually quite popular at the time when the indie black and white boom was happening. So, long story short, I saw this, and it's ASM 25 from 2017. And let me see if let me get some light over here, so maybe that will help. There we go. And yeah, see it up close. Really, really cool cover. It's a variant cover, so picked it up. I think it's a 1:20 ratio. Number 2 from the same seller is this cool Andy Granov variant of Winter Soldier, Bitter March, number 3, signed by Mr. Granov. Really, really nice cover. You don't really, I was looking it up online and I just couldn't find a single copy, not raw and not slabbed. So, and this is signed by Mr. Granov. So, scoop that up as well. And then last, this is Astonishing X-Men. And this is the SECC edition. Anyways, nice sketch cover, and all 3 of them are 9/8, as you notice, and all of them didn't even cost me $100. So, and that's including shipping and taxes and everything. Came to $94.69 out the door. So I'm very happy with these 3, particularly with Eddie Granov's painted cover over here, signed and slabbed. So that's that. And let's move on to the boxes that I didn't open yet. We'll start with this. There are 2 books over here. Both of them were listed with the bags on, which I kind of hate when the sellers do that. They don't take them out of the bag. And I understand, because, they probably don't want to damage the books, and they're probably not, they probably don't understand that collectors want to see what the book looks like through the bag. And obviously you can't really tell what's the condition, because when you see it through the bag, it always looks nice and sharp. But the seller did describe these as this. They said, "This is from my personal collection. These are raw, ungraded comic books in excellent condition." Okay, and it was like, no. So I said, excellent condition to me is near mint, at least. So let's see if they are. And these are the duo: G.I. Joe number 1 and G.I. Joe number 3. Ready? Let's see. I'm nervous. Yeah, this is near mint. Is it ever? Got a little tick over here, which is easily pressable. Spine looks nice. Nice glossy cover. Sharp corners, that's to be expected. No binary tears, which is like a usually, I mean, binary tears are excused by the gods, the grading gods, but even still, they appear more often than not with thicker books like these. So this definitely did not fail to deliver. Nice. This is the Baxter edition, I think they used to call them. These thicker covers and thicker paper that they used at the time were called Baxter. So again, this has just one ding over here and one ding in the same position right there. And it didn't, it's premature, so it didn't cause any color breaking ticks. So depending on the degree of success that I have in pressing this, at the worst, this will be a 9.6. At the worst, possibly a 9.8. The interior pages are off-white. So, but that's, I'm not complaining at all. Once I share the price with you, you'll know. So this is one. Let me just remove this out of here. Hold on. A little dust thing. Oh, that's outside. Okay. I gotta be very gentle with these because they are, and I totally understand why the seller didn't want to remove this out of the bag. He probably bought it, and he said that it came from his personal collection. And let me see something over here really quick. Okay. Yeah. So so that, as he said, this is from his personal collection, so I wouldn't doubt that he bought it. And just because the pages are off-white, something tells me that this could be an old-timer that bought these when they came out and quickly put them in a bag and board. Here's a number 3, and this is a newsie. Same situation here. There's a little bit of a spine roll over there, which can be easily fixed. Again, as long as there's no color breaking ticks, which there are none on this, not that I can see, then this is all pressable. There is a little ding over here, but this is a white spot, so even if it's color breaking, you wouldn't even be able to tell. And back cover just as nice. Yeah, there definitely is more issues over here with this guy. I don't know if you can pick it up slightly, but these are all pressable issues. So very happy with this. This is most likely, with the press, will come back a 9.0. 9.0, 9.2. Very cool pickup. So how much did I pay for this? I paid, he offered it for 70 bucks with a best offer. I didn't even bother with sending an offer. I mean, I said, if this is in excellent condition and this is near mint, guys, don't be greedy. 70 bucks is an excellent deal for G.I. Joe #1 first print in near mint. Anything north of 9.4, I mean, like, you know, 9.0 even will go for like 120 bucks. 9.4, 9.6, yeah, 9.6 is up there. It's around like 300, 350 bucks. So you can't really complain. Out the door came out to $81.70. So score number 2, really good. So it just goes to show you, if you're saving your searches on eBay and you're going through this on a daily, regular, semi-daily even, then you'll find them. You'll find those deals. You just have to scoop them as soon as you see them. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Actually, let's do this bigger one first, because I know what this is, and this will go along with what I just shared with you right now. I assume yes. All right. So here we go with another. So this is a seller that I followed, and I noticed that he or she have a few listings that have multiple comic books, like multiple comic book bundles. Every once in a while I'll come across those, and they're basically, it's an indication that the person, if he has a few of these, indication that they probably picked some sort of like a either storage or warehouse find, where you find, like, you know, odd random books that are just in multiple conditions. Usually they are in good shape. If they're, you know, if you find, let's say, like 20 copies of the same book, and it's a random, regardless of what book it is, it's most likely some sort of like a warehouse find. So this was the case with these. And let me roll a tape to where these guys came from. Here we go. Yeah, so here is what we have here. This is one bundle of 20 G.I. Joes number 65 first prints. The seller listed them as 7075, which usually means like very fine minus, but it doesn't look like it is in the pictures. So yeah, this, let's see. Yeah, these definitely are not very fine minus. These are near mint all day. He probably thought because there's a little bend over here that makes them. And, you know, that's always a good thing for a seller to do, is just to say, hey, listen, I'm not too sure about how to grade these. Let's just call it the worst case scenario, so nobody's disappointed. And these are all fresh, minty mint fresh books. I would grade these 9.4 all day long. All day long. Not a single, look at this, not a single spine tick in these spines. So this is excellent. And I looked at the pictures, and, you know, kudos to the seller for putting a lot of shots of the books, and that's what I thought. This did not look like it's very fine at all. And so I picked two of these. I picked one $20 lot of G.I. Joe 65 and a second such lot, 15, issue number 72, which is a cool cover as well. And yeah, the same deal over here. Look at these. Look at these spines over here. Can you see a single spine tick? I don't. Same thing with the back. Amazing. These are all near mint. What did I pay for both of them, you ask? $42.77. It's not even $50 for 35 books, basically. So whatever the math comes to, these easily sell at near mint. They sell easily at $5 a pop. If you want to sit on them and you know, wait, you could probably sell them for between $7 and $10 a pop, because these are like very G.I. Joe, as well as all the books that were based out on toys that came out from Marvel and DC to a degree, like Transformers, Thundercats, G.I. Joe. They're all very sought after books. I mean, like, there are people that collect them. Probably thousands, if not like tens of thousands of people that collect those, and they're very sought after. So these are great. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go to this guy's store and buy more from him or her, because they have a few more. I had to wait and see how these come through before I bought the other ones. I just want to make sure that there are no other flaws, like sometimes like the book will appear to be near mint on the exterior, but then in the interior you'll find that there are like soiling marks or things like that. So that's not the case with these. These are solid near mint copies. So I'm gonna jump back into this guy's store and get a few more, and I suggest you do more. Do the same. I'll share the seller name with you guys, so just for future reference. Definitely, and that's what I do with all the sellers that I buy books from. When I'm happy, I always bookmark them, I save them, and I always visit their stores. So excellent score. Alrighty, here's the last one for today, and let's find out what it is. So These were listed as near mint, very fine near mint, straight run of Luke Cage Hero for Hire. And if you've noticed a common theme over here with my purchases today, and usually when I buy anything from bronze and newer books, I always look at quality. So I always look at quality grading. I'm not too particular with older books or things that are less common finds, like let's say Mark Jewell variants or things like that. Something that's very rare, then I wouldn't really worry about grade and condition. But with books that are a little bit more common, then I'm definitely, if I'm buying them, they better have good pricing, and they better have what I'd expect them to be, and what they seem in the pictures and the description, high quality. So let's assess and see if this run of Luke Cage, this is Luke Cage from 2 to 16. If I'm not mistaken, it's all of them from 2 to 16. And I already have issue number 1 in very high condition, around I would say around like 859. So let's see if this will complement, and let's go. Issue number 2 looks to be very nice in the front. The back, the same way. Is this a tear or is this? Nope, this is just simple eraser. We'll get rid of that. Yep, and as well with this. You'll probably need to clean them up if you wanted to get them to be like really nice and bright. And that's what I'll do probably after the show. So, nice exterior. I would say that there's a little tiny little chip over here. Other than that, the spine is beautiful. And beautiful frame cover. These were very popular back then. Let's see if all pages are. Interior is super nice. Sharp. Wow, they smell fresh. Oh my God, they smell so fresh. You know, I mean, like you could smell the newsprint. It's unbelievable. Yeah, these are really nice. Well, this one is. Let's see. Let's take a look at the other one. This is easily a 9.2. Even with that little chip, it's probably a 9.2. Let's take a look at the others. I know that one of them had a crunch. The seller described as having a crunch. I think it's this one. Yeah. So it has a little crunch bottom. So that's the case with this guy over here. Really nice copy nonetheless. Has also, what is that, a tear over here? I don't know what this is. No, it's a scratch. Let's try and see if this works. Yeah, it's a scratch. It's a bit of a scratch over here. So this one is, the seller did describe that issue number 3 has some issue. The issue has an issue. So let's move on to the next one. Let's get them in order here. Number 4. Number 4 looks beautiful. Nice and gloss in here. And background is back cover as well. Interior is nice. Yep. Let's go through all of them really quick. Number 4, number 5. Very nice. Black Maria. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. Really nice. Yeah, these are high end. These are definitely up there. Just as the seller described them. Number 6. Let's watch out with that tape. That tape looks lethal right now. Beautiful. This one has a little bit of stuff that will easily come off with the clean. Yeah, that comes off easily. Yep, I'll probably have to clean it thoroughly. That issue is nice, other than that little foxing over there. Put it back in the bag. Oh, yep, okay. issue number 7. Issue number 7 is perfect. Beautiful. Let's go on to issue number 8. Wow, these are nice. Wow. Look at that. Look at how nice this is. Oh my God. It's unbelievable that this book has been preserved so beautifully. 53 years. It has some printer creases over here. And again, these are easily cleaned. Wow, amazing. Just amazing. Interior is off-white, as to be expected with a book this old, even though it was meticulously preserved. This is a classic Dr. Doom cover. Look at this beautiful, beautiful cover. Wow. Just beautiful. Whew. Yeah, this one's a 9.4 all day long. Number 10 looks to have like a little fold over here, a little dog eerie thing here. So that will probably be either an 8.5 or a 9. Still very, very, very clean and very glossy. This one looks to be, looks like it needs a little cleaning. And let's get this action. Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, this one does have an issue over here. Nevertheless, it doesn't take away from the striking gloss and flat eye appeal that it has, and definitely I could definitely live with 1 or 2 that are a little off grade, as long as the overwhelming majority here is up to par. And here's another beautiful copy here. Nice. Yeah, a little cleaning needs to be done in the corner, but other than that, really, really nice. Yeah, cleaning your books is very easy. You just need your trusty eraser and a lot of patience, and you'll get it done. Number 13, beautiful, looks to be beautiful. The same thing with 14. Here's a classic 15 cover. I love this cover. And here's number 16, also an amazing, amazing cover. Beautiful art. Classic series. So now I have a straight run of issue number 1 to number, let me see if I can dig out number 1 really quick to show you, which is also in great condition. 1 second. 2 copies of number 1, and they're both up there in condition. This one is higher condition, more or less in the same condition as the one I just shared with you right here. Nope, you're not staying here. This I bought a number of years ago. Beautiful, beautiful quality back and front. So this will be a straight run that I have of Luke Cage. Really, really nice copy here as well. So that's all I have for you folks right now. I hope you enjoyed this segment. And again, the deals are out there. You have to look for them. You have to have a lot of patience when you're looking for books and you're looking for deals, but they're out there. And as you could see, oh, how much did I pay for this? I didn't tell you. So this one came up to, the seller listed them for $99.77 bucks, and it came to $117 for those 15 books over here. Very, very happy with this purchase. Again, very happy. So yeah, the deals are out there. Look for them, and hopefully you can share some of the deals that you found in a video in YouTube and let me know about it. Any questions, hit me up. I'll see you later.